Hi everybody, it's Nancy, your favorite innkeeper from Olde Square Inn in Mountjoy, Pennsylvania and beautiful Lancaster County. And look who I have with me today.
Yes.
Randy is
Hello,
back.
everyone.
You might remember Randy from the Shrimp and Grits episode. That was probably last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was really delicious. And it was so delicious that Miss Becky thought it might be a good idea for Randy to go on a keto diet.
Yes, that's true.
We are going to be making keto pancakes, and he's a champ at that. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
We're going to be making pancakes, making keto pancakes, make them keto and we put it in the pancake.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, I know, Keto Connect, we're not. But anyway, okay, so here are the ingredients. Randy has 3/4 of a cup of almond flour in a bowl. And in fact, you know what? This would make good gluten-free pancakes too. So to that, he's going to add his dry ingredients. First, baking powder. That is 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and this you'll have full access to this recipe, so don't worry about writing anything down. A teaspoon of stevia, a natural sweetener. About a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Some people like cinnamon. I personally hate cinnamon, but it's Randy's recipe, so Randy, go for it.
It's good stuff.
Okay. And a pinch of salt. The salt in anything, especially because we're not using salted butter, just brings out the flavor. So what happens next?
So now we have to mix it very thoroughly.
All right.
Because if you don't put mix it thoroughly and try to do the cinnamon later, it clumps up. It's very difficult.
Got it.
It's real important to do all this first.
All right, and the reason I hate cinnamon is because when I was teaching 8th grade, one day we had to make cinnamon coffee cakes, and we had 7 periods of 5 ovens of cinnamon coffee cakes, and by the end of the day, I had this cinnamon headache that would not quit.
Okay.
All right,
we're ready for
so
the next
let's
step.
show him how that looks. Looks really nice. Everything's all mixed up. All right, now he's going to add the wet ingredients to another bowl. So the wet ingredients, that would be 2 eggs. There you go. And you're going to whip that up first, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it takes a while to get the eggs.
Yeah, he's a champion of whisker. And I don't mean whisker like this. Oh, but yeah, you are! Look, he is a champion whisker. I just made that up. All right.
This is the fun part.
All right. So he's got the eggs whipped up.
Okay.
And to the eggs, he's going to add about a tablespoon of water. And we have some extra water here also, just in case the batter's a little bit thick. Splash of vanilla goes next.
Okay.
2 ounces of softened cream cheese. Now here's the thing. This cream cheese we pre-soften in the microwave oven, and look how big and chunky this is. So I will be interested to see how he mixes this baby up in there.
And when you start, it's not going to look exactly very well, but keep at it.
All right.
It'll start to break up into very small chunks, but keep going. It's not
Just
going to
like you on a keto diet, right? Breaking up into small chunks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens is all of a sudden everything gets very, very small. The white cheese will get small,
Right.
and then you stop, and then
That's a good idea.
see what it looks like.
Okay,
It looks
yeah.
like it's just
and there
it's
are
perfect.
still a tiny bit of little white flecks in there, and that's okay.
Okay. So what will happen is when we put this in with the flour,
Okay.
then those little chunks will just
Dissipate.
dissipate.
That's a big word, right?
Oh, that's a huge one.
All right.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So you put it all in there.
I will take that from you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then start to gently, because if you start to whisk this stuff, there'll be stuff all over the kitchen, and Miss Becky
And then
gets
I
mad when I do that.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm doing it too. See, when you're on a keto diet, you can't have wine. I love bread and I love wine. Maybe that's a Catholic thing. I don't know. Get
Okay.
it?
So that's starting to stir this together. It's starting to come together. It's
That looks fabulous.
starting to look like a batter. And so what I like to do is now add a little bit of water so that we can pour it, because we're going to take it into like a 1/4 cup at a time and put it on the grill.
See how thick that is? It really looks nice.
So
Okay.
so with this, I just need just a little bit.
Got it.
And that's strictly a preference depending on how thick you want your
Got
pancakes.
it.
And we like them a little thinner because they come out more fluffy.
I love fluffy pancakes.
Okay. So let's mix this up. Looks like we'll be ready to go.
Right, now the thing with this is you want to let this batter sit for about 5 minutes, because then it thickens up a little bit. The baking, what do you have in there? Baking powder, baking soda? You have baking powder in
Baking
there.
powder.
That reacts with the liquid, and that will start to rise.
Okay. What do you think?
All right, so by the magic of television or video, we have some batter that has been sitting for just a few minutes. So I am going to be the oiler. I'm gonna oil up the grill. This is a little bit of olive oil, and this griddle is on maybe medium high. You don't want it, maybe not as high as you would do a regular pancake, because we want to be careful of that cinnamon in there, that it doesn't scorch.
That's correct.
So this will probably be about 1.5 minutes, would you say, before you can turn that?
And what you do is you test it with the flipper. If you can get the flipper underneath it, then it's ready to flip, ready to go to the other side. If you put it on there and it comes back sticky, then that's too soon.
Not a good thing.
Okay.
All right, in the meantime, I want to show you what we've gotten, what we've made. I gotta grab a,
Let me have the way.
thank you, Randy, I appreciate that. All right, so we made some of these a little bit earlier. Take a look at these keto pancakes. We're making keto pancakes. You want a bite of this?
Yes.
Go get a fork.
Oh, where is it?
All right, in the drawer behind me. Now, these are really beautiful and fluffy keto pancakes. I wonder if I can walk around there and show you close up?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, thanks.
Oh, these are starting to cook. This is good.
And if I go like this, Miss Becky, am I still in the frame?
Yes, you are.
Okay, good. Look at this. I know, it looks so good. Miss Becky's back there going, give me a bite. You know what, I could eat all these up here and, that is really good. And
Okay.
the whipped cream on top is keto-friendly whipped cream. All right, I think we're ready to
Ready to
flip.
flip?
Are we?
Because the one on the right's ready.
All right.
As soon as you stick it under there,
Uh-huh.
get it. Whoops, sorry. You flip it over. Oh, doggone
I
it.
think that one wasn't ready.
Right.
There we go.
Oh, nope, wasn't quite ready. We can do it
Anyway,
again.
wait until it's a little bit ready, or a little bit cooked. But anyway, did you want to bite?
Ah, sure.
There's blueberries.
Oh my gosh, these are good.
So go to
They're great.
my website,
Mm-hmm.
www.oldesquareinn.com. Go to my blog, and you're going to see this recipe there.
Mm.
Thanks so much, everybody. This is Nancy, your favorite innkeeper from Olde Square Inn in Mount Joy, Pennsylvania, in beautiful Lancaster County, with
Bye.
Randy. I can't wait until he goes on the bread diet. All right,
Okay.
bye-bye.
Bye.
Good to see you again.